Hello, I'm Johnny Delgado, and today we're going to go through how to create your first Scratch project. So, if you get to this window, I've assumed you've already created an account, put in your age, and all of that information, and it just brings you to this homepage. From here, you can check out different featured projects, see different things people have made in Scratch, but what we're interested in is going up here to the Create button. Once we get in, we're met with this window. I'm going to resize this a bit. So on the left-hand side, you can see all of these different blocks. These represent different pieces of code you can add to the scene. On the right over here, this is the actual scene window where you can put in sprites, which are just, you can think of them as images you can animate and make do things in Scratch. And down here you can add new sprites. So let's say, for example, I just want the Scratch Cat to turn around and walk forward. I'm going to look for something that says turn around. Let's see, let's change it to there should be a flip, maybe point in direction. And let's say point in this direction. Let's just see if this works. And then I click up here to start it. But nothing's happened. That's because this block of code alone doesn't do anything. You need to actually add in a when green flag is clicked. This says, when I click this button, run the code underneath it. And you can stack these blocks like Legos. So now when I run it, sure enough, it moves. It's not what we wanted, but it does something. So let's drag that over here to get rid of the block, and let's find something else. Well, let's try point towards mouse pointer, and actually I changed my mind. Let's have the Scratch Cat follow my mouse. So for now, okay, here, it only follows the mouse when I click the green button. But if I add in a loop and say repeat forever, now when I run it, the Scratch Cat moves and follows my mouse. Notice the difference. Without the loop, it just faces the mouse once, and it can move slightly, but it doesn't continue to follow the mouse around. When I add this forever loop, then it keeps running. Like the code is still running right now, and you can tell because this green flag is still highlighted, and we have to press stop to stop it. So let's add in some motion as well. And let's say move 10 steps. So now I can actually have my mouse move around. And this is really cool. I've done this with just 3 or 4 blocks of code, including the start. And you can add new sprites in here, and it lets you pick a bunch of different ones. Let's say we want to get the Scratch Cat to the balloon. And on the balloon, if I click on it here, notice how our code's gone away. This is because when the Scratch Cat is selected, this is the code connected to the Scratch Cat. And this is the code connected to the balloon. We don't have any code in the balloon yet, so let's say we want the balloon to, let's say our goal is to get the Scratch Cat to the balloon. So we add in, instead of when green flag is clicked, let's say, I believe there's an overlap in here somewhere. Let's try to do it this way. This is probably not the best way to run this, but let's say once the green button is selected, let's keep checking to see if oh, I just saw it. There was a button for, there we go, if touching sprite 1. And remember, sprite 1 is the Scratch Cat. let's say then what do we want it to do to say, oh, you win? Let's stop everything, and yeah, so this will stop all the scripts. And I also want it to let's switch the costume. Let's add a new costume in here. Let's make it Balloon Bee, and let's just see what happens. Ah, sure, there we go. I like that. So now we have a game that we can move the Scratch Cat around, and we try to get it to the balloon, and once it's there, it changes color. Notice how it doesn't start at the same color. That's because we need to initially set the nope, not there. In the balloon code, we're setting it to 1B. When it's 1, we'll begin it at 1A. So now it starts at blue, and then it changes to yellow to show you've won. You can do a lot of different things in Scratch. You can add messages that pop up. You can say, think you won. And let's keep that up for 5 seconds. And try it again. There we go. Oh, I got rid of the stop all, so that's why that went away. But you have the idea. These are just a couple of the different things you can do with Scratch. The main things to know are your code is associated with one particular sprite. Notice how these two groups of code are in different sprites, but you can still have them interact. That's what I did with this is touching and then stop all. You can also change backgrounds. Down here, you can pick different stages, and you know what? It's a balloon, so let's do something like this. Now I think that's a little bit nicer, don't you? And now it says you've won. So hopefully this is a good basic introduction of how to get into Scratch. You can do a lot with it. I highly recommend you play around with the different code blocks on the left here. And that's it for this video. Have fun starting to learn Scratch.